NBC 15 News at 11 starts now.
Now at 11, temperatures drop into the negatives and they'll be sticking around for quite some time. What you need to know before you head out the door.
Plus, it's Inauguration Day. We'll take you to the Capitol where Governor Walker, along with other lawmakers, are set to be sworn in.
And jury selection starts today for the Boston Marathon bombing suspect, Dzhokhar Tsarnaev. Good morning, everyone. I'm Christine Belport.
And I'm Ashley Matthews. Our big story at 11. Wind chills are below zero this morning, and they're going to stay that way for most of the week, unfortunately.
Yeah, and you know, when you live here year to year, you think you remember it, but we like to remind you because it only takes 30 minutes for exposed skin to freeze. Doctors say as wind speeds increase, your body temperature will drop even faster because the wind actively pulls heat away from your body.
And it can get very dangerous, especially in these temperatures outside for a long period of time. Here's a live look outside, courtesy of our Beltline Skycam. And it's just cold out there. It's very crisp. And clear skies because it's just so cold.
I know it. Amy Carlson is here now with details. Amy.
Well, we've had the coldest weather of the season so far occurring overnight, and believe it or not, we're still below zero. Currently 3 below zero. We've had a few more clouds roll in, and even with light winds right now, it still feels like 16 below zero. So it certainly doesn't take much. Fortunately, winds for today will be out of the west at just 5 to 10 miles per hour. So actually, it could be a lot worse. Here's a look at our current readings, 5 below for Baraboo and Beaver Dam. And right now, the wind chills remain in the 20 below zero range for both Baraboo and Beaver Dam. The rest of us all reporting teens below zero for wind chills. So for today, we're looking at an increase in clouds throughout this afternoon, and it looks like our high temperature will just be in the single digits. At least we'll be on the positive side of zero. But once again, that wind chill advisory will continue until noon today, and after that we're going to have a winter weather advisory for snow on the way. Overnight tonight, you will be shoveling for tomorrow. We'll take a look at just how much snow could occur in just a bit.
Amy, thank you. Making news right now, Governor Scott Walker is set to take the oath of office for his second term as the 45th governor of Wisconsin.
The Republican lawmaker is being inaugurated at a swearing-in ceremony at the Capitol set to start any minute. NBC's Kate Pavich is there and joins us now with a preview.
Just minutes, the inauguration ceremony is set to get started. Right behind me, you can hear the choirs already singing to get things rolling. This year's event is going to be emceed by Governor Scott Walker's two sons, Matt and Alex. Now, Governor Walker is expected to have another busy term this season, starting off with balancing the budget with the state's projected $2.2 billion budget shortfall. Now, that will be introduced in early February. Walker also has plans to drug test those on welfare, and he also wants to overhaul the Government Accountability Board, along with finding some way to hold public schools accountable. He wants to create some kind of grading system for that. Now, does Governor Walker want his next inauguration ceremony to be held in D.C.? He says he's going to decide in the next 6 months. Reporting at the Capitol, Kate Pavich, NBC 15 News.
And you can watch the full inauguration ceremony live on our website, NBC15.com, and we'll bring you highlights from today's inauguration ceremony coming up tonight on NBC 15 News at 4, 5, and 6. Happening today, the actor who played Screech on Saved by the Bell will be in a Wisconsin courtroom. 37-year-old Dustin Diamond will have a preliminary hearing. Diamond is accused of stabbing a man during a bar fight on Christmas in Port Washington. That's where he lives. He told police he accidentally stabbed a man while trying to defend his fiancée. He faces several charges, including disorderly conduct and second-degree recklessly endangering safety.
Almost 2 years after the Boston Marathon bombing, the trial in the case started this morning with jury selection. Federal prosecutors have indicted, and they will say that they are requesting the death penalty if there is a conviction. But any verdict is still a long time away. NBC's Jay Gray is outside the federal courthouse in Boston with the very latest.
The potential jurors will gather at the federal courthouse in groups of 200 or more for the next 3 days. They'll hear briefly from the judge in the case, then fill out this basic questionnaire. From there, the court and attorneys will eliminate those clearly ineligible to serve. Next, they'll begin the task of narrowing the group to 12 jurors and 6 alternates.
We try to produce a jury that can fairly and impartially render a verdict and give a punishment that considers all options, including the death penalty and life without parole.
Federal prosecutors have notified the court they will seek the death penalty if Dzhokhar Tsarnaev is convicted, which means they must seat what's known as a death-eligible jury.
What you really want to make sure is that you don't have a jury that will not impose it no matter what the law says.
Tsarnaev has pleaded not guilty to the bombing that killed 3 and injured 260 during the 2013 Boston Marathon and to the murder of MIT police officer Sean Collier a few days after that attack.
The judge announced this morning opening statements will start on or about January 26, and the trial will last 3 to 4 months.
Here's a new NBC 15 recall alert out this morning. A Texas company is recalling all of its 8-ounce hummus products sold nationwide because they may contain undeclared peanuts. Zilks Foods is recalling 7 different flavors of hummus with the brand name Zilks. The containers are clear plastic tubs with white lids. People who have allergies to peanuts run the risk of serious or life-threatening allergic reaction if they consume these products. So far, no illnesses have been reported.
Former vice presidential candidate Sarah Palin is back in the spotlight, now responding to some criticism over a picture of her son Trig standing on the family dog. NBC's Peter Alexander shows us.
Sarah Palin is biting back with a message for PETA: chill. The feud was sparked by these photos that Palin posted last week of her 6-year-old son Trig, who has Down syndrome, stepping on the family dog to reach the kitchen sink. Palin's New Year's Day message read, "May 2015 see every stumbling block turned into a stepping stone on the path forward." A day later, PETA pounced, insisting Palin had no apparent sympathy for the dog and that the animal rights group is used to the hard-hearted, seeming obliviousness of this bizarrely callous woman.
They say the difference between a hockey mom and a pit bull? Lipstick.
Once John McCain's vice presidential attack dog, Sarah Palin sank her teeth into PETA this weekend. At least Trig didn't eat the dog, she wrote, a reference to President Obama's admission that he tried dog meat as a child in Indonesia. Did you go as crazy when your heroic man of your lifetime, Barack Obama, revealed he actually enjoyed eating dead dog meat? And highlighting this photo of another child stepping on a dog posted by the group's past Woman of the Year, Ellen DeGeneres' show last summer. Did you get all wee-weed up when she posted this sweet picture? Palin, who adopted the service dog for Trig last summer, has been upfront about the challenges raising a child with special needs.
When we hold Trig and when we care for him, we don't feel scared anymore. We truly feel blessed.
Still, Palin called PETA's criticism a shame. Because, as she wrote, "I'll bet we agree on what I hope is the true meaning of your mission, respecting God's creation and critters."
And that was Peter Alexander reporting.
How about we just not step on any animals? How about that? I mean, that hurts.
All the
Or
way
people.
around.
Yeah, just nobody step on anything or anybody.
Although the cats and the dogs can step on us.
Yeah, true. I mean, it happens every day. I have like a dog in my face when I wake up in the morning, so.
See?